The funeral's coming, but not yet. Not yet. I'm Jake. I can't skate. And this is a Flames hockey game day recap. It's a rare one. There have only been 11 of these on the road, but you can put it in the win column. Good guys win 5-3 over the Anaheim Ducks at the Honda Center. There was a time that seemed like magic to me. I gotta tell you, I am so impressed with so many guys on this team. We're gonna highlight a handful of them tonight when I'm making this. But there's so many guys stepping up to fill roles since the trade deadline, and possibly showing they can fill a bigger role as we move forward. Your mileage may vary because how much stock do you put into this time of year? But there are very encouraging signs. That said, we gotta start with the bad news first, and that's that this team is giving up a lot of scoring chances and getting fairly dominated territorially. And that was the case against the Ducks on Saturday. On territorial play, this game was not close and the Ducks were better. But Gridin and Cooley has been everything and more since the start of the season as the backup to Dustin Wolf. There is a chance that as the Flames backup, he will finish the year with the highest save percentage in the NHL. Period. Full stop. Not among backups, not after a certain number of starts. The highest save percentage in the NHL. Period. Gridin and Cooley. What more can you ask for? And he was brilliant in this game as well. With that said, of course, Beckett Seneca, familiar name against the Flames this season, opens the scoring. And he gets sprung on a breakaway, splits the D. Cooley actually makes a fantastic first save, but dog on a bone that Beckett Seneca is, he keeps working away and actually works the puck back through his legs while fighting not to interfere with Gridin Cooley in his crease, and makes it 1-0. Then we get to the next two players I want to highlight. Matvei Gridin, who we've talked tons about, and not much more needs to be said. This guy's gonna be a key piece of the solution moving forward, and he shows it off again, making a brilliant pass up to the third player I want to discuss, and that's Joel Farabee, who's taken on a leadership role with this team. He's gotten hot on the goal-scoring front, too, but his ability to take that leadership role from guys like Mackenzie Weegar and Nazem Kadri has been something to watch. And Gridin turns and fires a pass that the Artemis engineers at NASA would be jealous of, because it's right on target. Farabee's in all by himself, makes a move and roofs it, and ties the game. And we'll hear again from Joel later, but we have to talk about Ryan Strome, who is making his return to Anaheim. And he ended up getting his 500th NHL point as he gave the Flames a 2-1 lead in the second. It's sort of a broken play as the Flames are batting it forward, but it turns into a breakaway. And I gotta say, the Ducks' rush defense in this game was not even close to up to standard. They were brutal this game. They left Ville Husso out to dry, and we'll talk about that some more. But this particular one, it's a breakaway, it's a great scoring chance, but this is probably one Ville Husso looks at and says I should have had, because he got a chunk of this and it snuck through him anyway. But Stromer's 500th point does make it 2-1 Flames. And then we hear from Gridin and Farabee again, as it's a quick developing 2-on-1. Farabee does a lot of work to get this pass across to Matvei Gridin, who has an empty net because Ville Husso cheated towards the shooter. Matvei Gridin doesn't miss these. He's got 6. He could have 10 by the end of this season. It wouldn't surprise me, and he didn't play half of the season. Matvei Gridin is a special player. And once again, the Ducks get exposed on the rush. And then, it's 4-1. And we get to the final player I want to discuss, and that's Morgan Frost, because he's Calgary's first 20-goal scorer of the season. I remember telling you guys, and hearing a lot, that I wasn't sure that Calgary was going to have a 20-goal scorer. Now I think they might have 3. Joel Farabee's got 18, and Blake Coleman's got 19. Stop me if you've heard this one before. It's another breakaway. Alimata up to Morgan Frost, and Morgan Frost all by himself, blue line in. Husso must be just raging at his defenders at this point, because he faced so many breakaways on Saturday, it just boggles the mind. And it's 4-1 Flames. But this is the Flames and the Ducks. The Ducks have been a third period team the whole season, and the Flames have been weird the whole season. So of course this thing's far from over. And it starts with Leo Carlson on a 2-on-1. And Zach Whitecloud actually defends this brilliantly. He blocks the pass over, but it goes right back to Leo Carlson, who just decides to shoot and shovels it in past Gridin and Cooley. That's a good heads-up play by him. It's a shame for Whitecloud, because it's a really nice defensive play that just went straight back to the most dangerous guy on the ice. That Carlson goal to make it 4-2 shifts the momentum even more than it already was territorially toward the Ducks. The Flames get into penalty trouble right afterward, and it's Mason McTavish absolutely blowing it by Gridin Cooley. And all of a sudden it's 4-3, and the Ducks have several chances to tie this game, and we have to go back to more goaltending heroics from Gridin Cooley, which will annoy a lot of you, but it's very fun to watch, and he's been very impressive, and he keeps the Flames in the lead until Morgan Frost, on about the Flames' 5th try at the empty net, finally puts it away. It's 5-3, and the Flames get a win at the Honda Center. It's not as special as it was in the mid-2010s to do that, but the Flames are going to finish 30th or 31st, and the Ducks are fighting to win the division. This is a really impressive effort from a lot of guys, so kudos to the Flames for saying, not yet. Tell me what you thought of the game. Tell me what players you're watching as we go down the stretch here. There'll be one more call-up after Idar Suniev was called up. It'll probably be Rory Cairns, and we're gonna see some funky lineups to end the season. But that also means we'll have more and more of these young players to watch. Do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, go Flames.